I'd like to invite some very dear friends of mine. Firstly, let me invite Mark Royeppen up, who I finally got to meet. Come, applause. So this is it's quite a thing for me because it's weird. Mash and I were discussing earlier how as young musos, we used to look up at people like Mark, because there was an area here in KZN where there was fusion people and keyboard players especially. There's something in the water here in KZN. There's a rhythm section deluxe out here, and Mark is one of those players. I know I'm hamming him up here now, but it is actually the truth. Solid keyboard player, hell of a nice guy, and you'll hear now he's going to play the socks off a lot of these tunes. And then one of my dearest, oldest friends, and old, not in her chronological age, but that I know her for longer than I was living before. So I was 18 when I met Natalie. I'm 39 now. Anyway. And she is one of those people that could say one or two words to you and just kind of open your mind to something that you wouldn't thinking of or didn't even know you yourself could do. Natalie's got that knack. And she's a hell of a singer and a hell of a songwriter. And it's actually really the other way around. We are lucky to have Natalie. So after that wind up, Natalie Rungan. Okay, calm down. It's my gig. Just take it easy. Just relax. Actually, no. I never have my name in lights, and with good reason. It's weird for me to stand in front because I'm the bass player. I'm lurking at the back usually. I want to keep stepping back. Anyway, so last year I was lucky enough during COVID, and one of the lovely young men is here, old Christian. What did I call you in the video? Leroux. Yes, could I get that so wrong? Linderboom, right? Okay, so I was lucky enough to take the National Youth Jazz Band last year, which was quite epic actually, because the first time I went to Grahamstown for the Arts Festival, which is now Makanda, was 2001. Coincidentally, the year I met Natalie. And it's 20 years ago last year, which was huge actually. And I've got this nasty habit of taking, because jazz people don't like me saying this, but jazz standards are covers. Am I wrong? The whole classical world literally plays covers. Orchestra upon orchestra plays covers, just so we're clear. Anyway, so I like taking, I've always had a thing for teaching young people about repertoire they don't know about, because South Africa's got a long history of not having recorded artists of color, right? And that, it's lucky that we have recordings now, but I always make a point of playing music that they don't know. So the next tune I'm going to do is a tune called Lakuchoni Langa, which was originally written by McKay Devashi, a very long time ago. And I wanted to update it a bit in terms of its feel. So it's got a more fusion Afro vibe, and the lovely Natalie Rungan is going to sing it for you. So, all you, Doc. Yes, nice solo there by old Bruce Baker. How amazing is Natalie Rungan, right? Yeah, that's never going to get old, ever. Hey? So, like I said, I'm a big fan of playing covers. And jazz musos of old, I'll have you know, used to write all their new bebop tunes based on the songs of old songs. So the song Donna Lee that I started playing the set with Everyone Knows it's a Jaco Pastorius thing, whatever, it's actually a song called Indiana, which is an old American classic tune that they just obviously, play the crap out of. And there are a great many of them, in fact. I'm all a fan of infotainment, which is all my waffling and talking. And this tune you'll recognize instantly. I won't even bother introducing it.
still hear him loud and clear, like he's right there in my ear, telling me he wants to own me, to control me. Come closer, come closer, and I just can't pull myself away under his spell. I can break, I just can't stop. I just can't stop. And I just can't bring myself away, but I don't want to escape. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I can feel him on my skin. I can taste him on my tongue. He's the sweetest taste I've seen. The more I get, the more I want. He wants to own me. Come closer, and I just can't pull myself away under his spell. I can break, I just can't stop. I just can't stop. And I just can't bring myself away, and I don't want to escape. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. Oh no, 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 I just can't stop. Oh no. I just can't stop. Oh no, I just can't stop. Oh no, and I just can't pull myself away underneath the I can break. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. And I just can't break myself away, but I don't want to escape. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't stop.
I know, right? Yeah, so, don't feel scared to do covers. I'm a fan, obviously. That was a vibe, eh? Wow, okay, that's something. Mark Royeppen, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, one of my favorite musos, honestly. Langeray? Okay, as you can see, this is a well-oiled machine. We had all of 3 hours rehearsals-ish while Natalie was organizing a whole festival. Her parts are obviously perfect. We need rehearsal, clearly. So this next tune is called Langeray. And I have no idea what it means. And it's a song written by Edel Dyers, who is a phenomenal Cape Town musician and guitarist who unfortunately passed on a few years ago. And I wanted to pick a fight with him over this tune because it's actually, I first heard it from a band called The Invaders. Now, I'm not saying he stole it. He can't really dispute it, though, currently, unfortunately. Yeah, no, shots fired. But either way, I love this tune. I love it pretty much encapsulates the very Cape Townian concept of a slapdruk, which I dare not translate into English. It is a limp push. It's as good as a description as I can get. Again, it was a conversation with the students about how just because it's written on the paper doesn't mean that that's how it feels, if that makes sense. Right? So this is a very good example of one of those things. And yeah, so here's Langeray. And I'm just going for it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, so, phew, okay, time is flying. It's not going to help at this point, but thanks. I think at this time, yes, I am feeling strong. Thanks for asking. So it's about this time that we would like to invite the delightful, the lovely Natalie Rungan back on stage. Strong inside? Oh, right. No, it's not that. Yes, I got the title wrong. Sorry. The Disney one.
Can I speak to them? I ask permission, I submit to the authority on stage. It's true, it's his gig. I'm appearing. Now I'm appeared. When did you send me the text? About this. When did I send you all the song? Last week? Aha. So this is how we roll. So Shaun sent me a text. We had this WhatsApp group about the song list. And by then we hadn't fully decided what we were going to do. And then I'd just written a song. I said, let's do this. And they both said it, actually. It was Mark and Shaun said it sounded like Disney. But Bruce says it sounded like Whitney. And what was funny was why I was writing it had something to do with Disney and something to do with Whitney. But I consciously did not write it for those reasons. So, long introduction to a tune that we're doing for the very first time. It's actually for my father. No, that's not helping. So we're going to do this. It's called It Makes Me Strong. And if it reminds you of a million songs, it's because that music's inside of me. I wish I had known what I've come to know as I listen to people speak of stories old, music that you played. You have built a name that so many people know to this very day. It makes me strong inside to know that what I'm working for is worth the sacrifice. It makes me strong to believe that someday all of this will show you what you meant to me. I spent many days questioning my ways, wondering if what I'm doing will make sense someday. Then I think of you, what life put
inside to know that what I'm working for is worth the sacrifice. It makes me strong to believe that someday all of this will show you what you've meant to me.
Gone completely blank. What's next? Yeah, how's that tune, eh? Whitney Disney. Wisney, dare I say. Ditney. Nah, Wisney's better. Okay. Yeah, it's amazing how these things... it's a conversation we've had a bunch of times. Is you will always write and play what it is you've heard and know. You know, it's going to come out... And I mean this from not just music, your general life experiences somehow will come out. You know, some of your best music is written at the worst possible times. Some of your greatest experiences can happen at the worst possible times. And again, I say Natalie's got that knack of being able to uncover a tune. You know, and again, because I say this all the time, singers are storytellers of the songs. Natalie obviously gets that tune. I mean, you've never heard it, and somehow you're thinking about your own dad, you know, all the stuff that, I was anyway. I was trying not to mess up my tune, but, you know, or her tune, I should say. So, yeah, again, Natalie Rungan, y'all. We're now going to do another tune of hers entitled Spring Will Come Again. Clearly is a party favorite here at Durban High.
Maybe.
Right. And rightfully so.
Ba
Oh, right, okay. How nice is that tune, eh? So for those musicians and non-musicians, that was a song in 7/4. Did you get it? Yet they play it so comfortably that you would just never know. You sing along like it ain't no thing. And for me, it's a mark of extremely good songwriting to make something like 7 seem so completely comfortable. Yeah. And now it's come to that time of the evening. I know. I'm going to wind them up, you know. It's not my first rodeo, just saying. So, no, I will not. We're going to do one more for you. But if you beg and borrow and steal, we might, you know, don't steal. You know, we might do another one. This may or may not be that platform, but there is, so like, do not confuse, I often, again, I grew up in church, so if you didn't know, now you know. I grew up in church, spent too many waking hours there. It's where I started playing music, really. Playing in church because I was bored sitting there between youth, Sunday school practice at like 3 and youth at 7. There's 4 hours to kill at church. So all there was an organ and a piano, so I decided to learn one of them. And so now I play piano, which is how I started my life. And now I play bass, and yeah. I don't regret that decision because piano is hella difficult. If you really want to get good, bass is pretty simple. You know, says I. So like we're all pretty much a fan of Stevie Wonder, right? But don't you find that there's a lot of spirituality in Stevie Wonder's music? I find it anyway. I'm biased. You know, it seemed awfully familiar without it being religious, right? And I don't think there's much of a distinction between gospel music or jazz or pop or reggae or... I think you will find spirituality in something and it'll come out, whether you mean it to or not. And kind of ties in with my thing of earlier, of you play and write and sing the things that you are familiar with, the things that you know as second nature tend to come out. So Natalie wrote this tune. I mean, she'll tell you about it. But about 2 seconds after listening to it, I'm like, we're probably going to go to church, right? There's just something about this tune that's got that thing. You can make up your own mind about it, but I think it's got that thing. And Natalie can tell you what it's about because I have no idea. Just saying.
You are beautiful, oh yes you are, wonderful, absolutely marvelous. Yes you are, you. You are patient, oh yes you are so faithful. You are powerful, oh yes you are, you. You inspiring, oh yes you are so enticing, captivating me in every way. You are, you. 'Cause you are beautiful, oh yes you are so wonderful. You are powerful, oh yes you are, you. And no one can love me like you do. And I am so in love with you. So beautiful you are, so mighty you are, so powerful you are, so beautiful, so beautiful you are. My all sufficient one, my all sufficient one. You are so beautiful, so beautiful. Yes, you are so beautiful. So beautiful you are, so beautiful, so beautiful you are, so beautiful. 'Cause no one can love me like you do, and I am so in love with you. And after all this time with you, oh Jesus, you are so beautiful, so wonderful, so faithful, so faithful, so faithful. You are so faithful. You are beautiful to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Natalie Rungan, Mark Royeppen, Bruce Baker. Thank you for coming. Thank you to Nabak Arts. I hope I'm saying it right. Thanks Durban High School. Thanks to you guys. Thank again you guys for coming out and coming to workshops and festivals and being tired and probably going to be sick by Monday and offering up the things you have offered up to be here. It has been an absolute privilege and pleasure for me to play for you. Is that it? I know, right? There is something about that tune that just creeps up on you and hits you from behind and you just don't see it coming. So, you got time for one more? You sure? So it's going to get weird because we discussed it but never practiced it. So it's going to need some audience participation. You keen? The answer is yes, you are keen in fact. So what you're going to have to sing is, all we need is the funk. You need the funk, right? So let's do a little bit of it, right? Oh, thank you for putting the house lights up. So. At which point you'll go, and I'll cue, all we need is the funk. All together now. All we need is a funk with feeling, y'all. All we need is a funk. Yeah, again. All we need is a funk. I'll teach you another part later. So here we go. You guys okay out there? Okay, here we go. Mark, show them something. Okay, so this is your audience participation part. You ready? Okay, so repeat after me nice and loud. If I can do it, it's hard to play bass and sing at the same time. It's like that. All we need to jam is a little bit of funk. Come on now. All we need to jam is a little bit of funk. Off you go. All. Come on now. Whoa. Jam is a little bit of funk. I do. Come on now. Little funk around the world. Thank you and good night.